Hey, welcome back to another video. My name is Sam Portland, founder of Speed by Sportland, and if you are here, you are going to learn all about the one exercise that I use over and over and over again with all of my athletes that requires no equipment and will guarantee you personal best in your speed. And you may be thinking straight away, right? Well, how is that even possible? I don't need any equipment and you're going to make me faster. Well, yeah, I am. And if you follow this step by step, and even if you put in the comment max speed, I'll send you a guide of how you can actually use this and load it, take it into your training and become faster. Let's get stuck into it. So first and foremost, we've got to crush some myths. The number one thing you need to forget is that running fast requires you to work hard. No, running fast is all about being loose, being fluid, okay? And especially in field sports, you play rugby, football, American football and stuff like that, your options and your chances of getting up to these top speeds are actually quite limited. So when you get them, you have to take them. But also we have to understand that top speed is the most important medicine that your body can handle, okay? You don't need to do injury prevention, you just need to keep improving your speed. And that's for another video. So let's get into understanding this. So first you're thinking, what exercise? Well, actually the exercise itself is running. In order to improve your top speed, you have to sprint, but you don't have to sprint maximally, all right? You have to use this concept that I call long accelerations, all right? And I'm going to draw a simple graph on the board for you, all right? It's going to show you exactly how you're going to use it. So hopefully you can see this, all right? We have this gradual slope and we have a few different zones within this, okay? So what we have, and this is how I prescribe it, and you can take notes, but if you want, just comment speed below and I'll send you a 3 to 6 week loading parameter that you can just apply and guarantee you some top speed, okay? So these are the three zones. We're going to start at 0 and this is going to be 50 meters, okay? So in this space here, we're looking at about 40 to 50 meters, all right? Then all this space here is our build-in zone. So how you conduct a long acceleration is you start on the line, you start quite slow and you gradually build up. And my goal for you is not to be at 40 meters running 100%. The magic number is 80%. I need you running at 80%. Why? Because at 80%, you're not trying too hard, okay? You're much more relaxed and you're much more compliant with the situation that you're in. And that requires so much. And there's more videos to come about why being tense when sprinting is bad for you and many other different things. But for today, I just want you to understand this concept because it's such an easy win and it's such a quick win. Inside my Sports Speed system, we have a categorization, which is learning to sprint. So if you play sport, you've done weights and you're competitive, you probably still have quite a low speed age. So we have to learn to sprint. And what this does is it allows us. Now you probably have done weight training, right? So in your weight training, you do top end sets, you do warm-ups, all right? Well, think of this zone here as your warm-up and you're gradually warming yourself up through the run to this 40 to 50 meter zone, which is your work set. And at 10 meters, at 80%, say if you're doing 7 meters per second, that may be four strides for a given person. So it's good 4 reps. Now that's another important part. Every step is a rep. Remember that. Not a 50 meter run is not a rep. Okay? A 50 meter run is 30 steps or 20 steps. Depends how fast you are, right? And why this works so well, all right, is a concept known as potentiation. And what that means is it's basically setting the body up to run fast, setting your body up to improve power output. You may have seen contrast sets where you may do something really heavy and then be able to jump further. It's exactly the same thing. So as we're coming through these reps, you can imagine we're step, step, step. Here we go, all the way through. as we're stepping and building into our stride, we're actually potentiating the elastic properties in the muscles. Now, typically what a lot of people will do is their speed graph, they'll try and run 50 meters and they'll accelerate so hard and then flatline straight off because they've not been able to manage the way that they accelerate. Now, to put this into context, in the 100-meter discipline, most sprinters delay their acceleration up to about 60 meters where they hit top speed. Then they're trying to manage the rate at which they decelerate. But Usain Bolt, being Usain Bolt, he did it at 80 meters. Okay, so he was accelerating for 20 meters longer, and this is where this concept comes from. We're delaying our acceleration, so we're elongating our acceleration, which, if you can imagine, you've got an elastic band either side of your muscle that connects to the bone, and what that's doing is it's building energy either side. Think of it like your hamstring, building energy either side of that muscle every step that we're going, and it's building and building and building and building. So think of it like an elastic band. If it's really stiff and cold, it's not going to do much, but the more that you pull it just gently, it's going to stretch and stretch and stretch and spring back, spring back, spring back. So if you can imagine that's you running, okay, and you're running through, let's put you in a nice upright running position here, okay, and we're going to have our one arm out here and our one arm out there. Okay, welcome to the Stickman. That's you, by the way. So what's happening is, as you're coming through, it looks like you're flapping your wings as a bird. But anyway, if you can imagine that we're putting force into the ground, and that force is putting us back out. It's called force pairs. So it's putting us back out, pushing us back out, sorry, repelling us off the ground. We can do that at such small rates here. So it's, imagine, walking is about 2 times body weight. We're going to gradually think 2 times body weight, and then here we're about 4 times body weight, then maybe 6 times body weight, and 8 times body weight here. So we're gradually increasing the loading and bounce and bounce and bounce. And you will just fly. And we use this. I've used this with international rugby players, NFL players, Premiership rugby players, Premiership football teams, you name it, I've used it, and even grassroots, because it works so well. Because what we have started to use is utilize running as an exercise to develop sprinting. Now, it may sound obvious, but how many times do we actually do that? How often have you done that? How often have you really, really applied that? And there's a really simple way that you can there's a really simple way that you can gradually load and introduce this into your training that's going to really help you. So if you comment below max speed, I'll send you the link and I'll give you the loading parameters for about 3 to 6 weeks, and you can go and try it yourself, because it will really help. This, out of all my years of coaching, and there's a whole section of it written in my book, The Sports Speed System, is one of the most powerful tools that we have available. So I want you to go and get after that and start to improve your max speed today, because it's really that easy. You don't need any equipment to get unlimited speed gains. So for now, I'm Sam Portland. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like, and definitely comment max speed, and I'll send you that resource. But stay tuned and wait, and I can't wait to see you for the next video. Thanks.